Last month, I told you that the Commerce Department had paused all new licenses, new permits to export certain guns, components, and ammunition because of safety. Well, it seems that they just can't do that. Shocker. The administration who thinks they can just do whatever they want to limit guns can't do that. And the House Oversight Committee is conducting oversight on what has taken place and are demanding answers. I'm going to show you the letter. It's pretty cool. Before I jump into it, I want to thank you. Thank you for making this channel possible. I bring you Second Amendment news every day on this channel. If you want to stay in the know, subscribe to the channel down below. If you think the Second Amendment is worthy of people learning, like the video, subscribe down below. Guys and gals, what's said in this letter I'm about to show you verifies what I had been thinking for the last 3-4 weeks since this happened. What's the end game? What are they really trying to do? Here's the letter. This was sent 2 days ago to Gina Raimondo, who is the Secretary of the U.S. Department of Commerce. She is the former train wreck of an anti-gun governor in Rhode Island, and everything she touched, she destroyed when it comes to freedom. And now she's the head of the Department of Commerce. Says, Dear Secretary Raimondo, we write to request information on the recent decision by U.S. Department of Commerce to cease issuing new export licenses related to certain firearms, firearm components, and ammunition for approximately 90 days. This action has raised concern about a possible extra-legal attempt by the Biden administration to harm the domestic firearms manufacturing industry in pursuit of an anti-firearm agenda by starving it of its access to international markets for at least 90 days, perhaps indefinitely. The department's mission is to drive U.S. economic competitiveness, strengthen domestic industry, and spur the growth of quality jobs in all communities across the country. Your department's recent decision appears to be at direct odds with its mission in service to the political whims of the radical anti-firearm administration. We seek and expect your department's cooperation in providing additional information to determine a full accounting of this action and how it will impact U.S. firearm manufacturers and the jobs that industry provides. On October 27th of 23, the Bureau of Industry and Security announced that it would effectively immediately pause for approximately 90 days the issuance of new export licenses involving certain firearms, related components, and ammunition under its jurisdiction, with exceptions for a limited list of countries. In addition to pausing export licenses, the International Trade Administration, which assists entities and individuals seeking to have access to U.S. manufactured goods, will also pause acceptance of new requests for export licenses, fee or non-fee based, for firearms and ammunition to non-governmental end users worldwide, except for those located in certain listed countries. Specifically, the announced pause applies to issuances of new licenses for any item related to 4 export control classification numbers to certain firearms, components, and ammunition destined for any non-governmental end user apart from those located in Ukraine, Israel, or those specified in regulations. This 90-day pause is purportedly to enable commerce to more effectively assess and mitigate risk of firearms being diverted to entities or activities that promote regional instability, violate human rights, or fuel criminal activities. They should just call that ATF. Commerce, however, did not provide any examples of such activity or any explanation why existing export regulations need amending to address the alleged issues. Commerce's pause also only includes the ECCNs pertaining to firearms, but does not include those pertaining to items such as specially designed implements of torture, including thumb screws, thumb cuffs, finger cuffs, spiked batons. This inconsistency of application calls into question whether Commerce's alleged human rights rationale is a pretext to target the domestic firearms manufacturing industry. To enable oversight into the possible politicization of Commerce's activities intended to further build out American industry's access to global markets and targeting of the firearm industry by this administration, Provide the following documents and communications as soon as possible, but no later than December 12th of 2023. 1. All documents and communications related to the 90-day firearm export control pause and review referenced above within Commerce or between any individual within Commerce and any other federal agency. 2. All documents and communications related to the 90-day firearm export control pause and review referenced above between Commerce and the White House or any official within the executive office of the President. 3. All documents and communications containing any guidance to BIS or ITA officials on effectuating their roles and responsibilities related to any matter pertaining to goods described by ECCN's blah, 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 blah during the pause. And 4. All documents and communications related to the announced assessment of current firearm export control review policies. Additionally, please provide a staff-level briefing on this matter as soon as possible, but no later than December 5, 2023. Briefers should be prepared to provide a full explanation of the rationale for instituting a 90-day pause within Commerce, an explanation of whether the idea to institute the pause originated outside of Commerce, and what other entities within or without the federal government were involved in the decision, specific information regarding the announced assessment of current firearm export control review policies to include the individuals involved in the assessment and the timeline for completion, and Commerce's assessment of the impact to the domestic firearms industry. To schedule a briefing, arrange for delivery of responsive documents, or to ask any related follow-up questions, please contact the Commerce on Oversight and Accountability Majority staff at 202-225-5074. Attached are the instructions for providing the documents, blah, 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 blah. And this is from James Comer, the chairman of the Committee on Oversight and Accountability. So, like I was thinking, and like a few of us were talking behind the scenes, is this an effect, or is this an attempt, rather, by the Biden administration to destroy firearm manufacturers here within the states by taking away a big chunk of their business? I think so. And I'm glad at least this committee sees the same thing. What do you think? Do you think the same way we do? I think I know the answer, but I want to hear it down below. Why? Because every time you like a video, every time you share a video, every time you comment, every time you double check your subscription, it helps channels like mine that are blackballed by the powers that be. This channel's been paused for a while. A lot of people have said that they've been removed as subscribers. So check your subscriptions, resubscribe, and let's get the information out there. They cannot stop the signal, and the truth shall set you free. Guys, be safe, stay vigilant, and carry a gun to keep you, your friends, yourself, your community, your mom, your dad, your wife, your kids, everybody. Keep them safe. That's what it's for. That's why we have it. The government, you have to say, why do they want to take it so damn bad? I'll see you on the next one. Take care.